Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European Indices. Elliott wave counts for the DAX, the AEX, the FTSE and the MIB. And starting with the DAX here on the hourly chart here, I just really wanted to focus in on this particular low area through here and the move up through here. And I can see that that this particular little pattern in here is bullish corrective as an A and a B and a C wave here. So we should make a move above this high here. Okay. So we're looking for short trades, but the market's still going to the upside. So in this instance here, we can place, we can move this this from under here up to here, and look for any breach of that would be on the short side, and we'll need to probably adjust that a little bit later on. But this little move in through here, if we go to the looking for just a little move, these tools working, a little move straight up off here, and we can see that on the tick chart here. We can see the support this has got sitting on the 12,500 area here. So this move across here is corrective because it's got overlapping wave structures. So we'll see this push higher through here. So it's certainly on the long side coming through through here. I'll just turn that green here. You know the story. So yeah, that's positive there. So just looking at I just wanted to start on the hourly chart and drill into this here on that support there, because that would be a long trade setup right there with the stop just below. So just going back to the hourly chart for a moment, looking for this wave 4 here, we've got that this particular count fits in with the daily chart here, where we're looking for a wave 4 here and then wave 5 down through to here, and basically failing to find support on the 12.5, but it looks like it's getting support on the 12.5. So we have to look to even a more complicated count now, which we've been also viewing as well, which is this one here. So if I can just copy that there and put that in there on the 500 area there, and I'll just darken that up because that's a minor level there. So from 12,000 we would have 100, 200, 300, 500 and 800, and halfway between 500 and 800 is the 650 area here, the 12,650. So that's a really important level there as well. But the other side to this when we came down here, we had this alternative count which we introduced, I think it was early last week or maybe even a tad earlier. But the thing is that this box here is the 50 and the 61.8% retracement level here. So any support that develops on the 12,500 now, we have to look into this target area here. And when we're looking in this target area here, the lower end of the box and the top of the box here, we have to look at the closest largest number, and that will be, I mean, the 600 is important and the 700 is important, and that will come into play. But in terms of balance point in a market making a move after it corrects in that space, then the 12,650 is what we're actually looking for. In this instance here, we're looking at more of a triangle pattern here, where we've got wave B here, wave C, D and E here that can play out. So we need to be mindful of that moving up. But look, in a nutshell, to keep it really simple, while the market is sitting above 12,500, you want to be holding long positions above the 500. Okay, that's the tip for the day. Under the 500, and you want to be out, would need to look for short trade setups. The AEX here, once again, we're also looking, originally from here we're looking at wave 1 and 2 and down for 3 here and 4 and 5, but at the same time we're also looking at this wave 1 as an A wave and a B wave here, and then we could also look at this as 5 waves down for the C wave ending here. But I was just playing along with the DAX here in its rally, and because obviously this market would follow the DAX at that point. So this one here has either got a top in here, or if it's going to follow the DAX, then it can sit to the upside here. But there's no way we can short this now here either, because it's got a nice tested support on 550. It went above and then it's come back and tested it. So it makes the 500 a support. So to be on the right side at the right time, we would need to be on the long side. But you know, the long side's a little bit curious because we don't have any sort of evidence of a larger sort of move to the upside just yet. But from this little top here to this low here, we can start looking at the 61.8%, which is in that space there near the 560 area here. So that's a little bit high there, but anyway, you get the idea. So the resistance, any move to the upside here, the resistance is going to come in at 560. And the UK market, with the UK market here, there's a few counts here, but in a nutshell, that we're looking for a move into this box and then down into this box and then up into this box here, and we're at that 650 mark, so that's halfway between two minor levels, 500 and 800. So it's extremely important level, and you can see that it's a balance point here. There's no way that that we can go long here unless we got this as support. And you know, even if this moved up through here, it's going to come back down and you know, and play around this level for a while. So you know, we can use one of these highs here, but at the same time we also need to, you know, we need to be looking on the short side here as well. So the move up from here into this box here, it's not a 5-wave structure, it's 3. It's an A and a B and a C here, so it's bearish really. So we should be seeing it move down through here, but yeah, there can be just one more little push to the upside there, and I don't understand this whole count in this little area here. It's a very weird count where we've got you know, the wave 2 here being the complicated correction and wave 4 here being the simple one here. So it can certainly move to the downside here, and we can just put this in here as a bit of a guide stick here, but certainly not ready to go short without the other markets, the other drivers in play there. And the MIB's a little bit the same as well. We just got to be a little bit patient for a while. In that I was looking, I mean, it's for the MIB here, it's quite possible to have this wave 5 here with wave C and wave 4 sitting in here and be finished here, but at the same time too, I can't confirm that yet. So it's also possible this can be down for 1 and back for 2 here, and then down for 3, 4 and 5 here in line with the other markets. So one of the things that we were looking at here, obviously going long above that particular point there, because that would certainly confirm it, but we could also get into position with the 22,000 here as a nice support level here. But you can see that we don't have support here yet. It's possible to get it, but we don't have it, so we don't want to go long on this at the moment. I think we were looking at the hourly chart here maybe, right? So I've tried to sort of look at this. I mean, if there was going to be support, it would be this pattern here where we have the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, an ABC pattern here, and then the market gets back up here. So in reflecting that back over, this is called the classic trading levels pattern, and then the variation of that is where it doesn't come back down through here. It just gives us 3 waves onto the 22,000 and then moves up from that point, but we'd still get it because we would have a trigger on the top here. So here we've got the arrival and we've got the reaction here. So it's possible to have a 5 little wave sequence up here, but even if it gets up here, it's still possible to have the top in play then and then continue to the downside at that point. But once we get that reference point top in there, that gives us our long trade signal. Okay. In the meantime, this low here will give us our short trade signal. So that's the best I can do in this instance. So we still need to see all of these euros play out, and let's just see how we go with them. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated.